Hello, and welcome to this recording of Troop Startup Tuesdays. We're glad that you decided to watch this recording. Please join us every Tuesday until November the 18th, 2014, from noon to 1 p.m. if you would like to hear this webinar real time. Today, we're going to go through some introductions. I'll show you a quick testimonial, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of actually starting your troop with the 7 steps to troop startup. If you join this webinar real time on Tuesdays between noon and 1 p.m., there's also an opportunity to ask any questions that you might have. In terms of who is facilitating these workshops, our recruitment and outreach team leaders council-wide are responsible for the facilitation of Troop Startup Tuesdays. This is Rhonda Stargell. I'm speaking right now, and I'm the one who's going to do the recording. But before we get started, thank you. We want to thank you in advance for all of the time that you will take to shape the next generation of girl leaders as a Girl Scout leader. Not only will you and your girls have fun, but you will relish in watching the girls grow and develop. During this presentation, we are going to get into some nitty-gritty of forming your troop, but we don't want to lose sight of the big picture. You have not just signed up to be a Girl Scout volunteer. You've signed up to change a girl's life. So before we do get into the nitty-gritty, let's watch this video of a real-life volunteer.
When girls look up to me, I can't stop smiling because I know that I'm being a good role model for these girls. I'm showing them what they can be in the future. I'm showing them that they can go to college, they can get a degree, they can do whatever they want to do. When I started in my troop, I would have to coax them to try and get them to talk to me. And after about a month of it, they came out of their shells. They were so much more active and excited about Girl Scouts because it's such an amazing program. As a Girl Scout volunteer, you can change someone's world.
Hopefully you enjoyed that video. We think it's true. You can change someone's world just by being a Girl Scout volunteer. So let's get started on some of the nitty-gritty of actually forming your troop. As we go through this presentation, we'll reference several resources. The first 2 that I'll introduce to you are Volunteer Essentials. This is a very helpful handbook that you will refer to over and over again. I like to think of this as the handbook that answers the questions, can I or do I have to, all of those types of questions. If you have a question regarding Girl Scouting policy, this is usually the first place to look. We'll reference this throughout the presentation. You should have received a copy of this book from the individual who recruited you to the organization. If you did not, there is a copy available on our website. In addition, we'll also reference the Troop Startup Guide. You should have also received a copy of this from the individual who recruited you. This guide is a short handbook designed to get you up and running quickly with your troop. This guide details the 7 steps to starting your troop that we're going to go through today. Again, if you have not received this, you can access this via our website by going to Volunteer Resources, New Volunteer Resources, and you should also contact the individual who recruited you, and they can give you a hard copy. So let's get into it. The 7 steps to troop startup. The first step that we'll talk through is actually completing your application and background check. Hopefully many of you have already done this step. In order to complete your application and background check, you want to access our website at www.girlscoutsofwesternohio.org. Once on the site, you want to go to Get Involved, Volunteer Today, Get Started as a Volunteer. It's important to note that you need to complete both the application and the background check. This is 2 separate steps. The application asks for basic contact information and ensures that you agree to abiding by our promise and law, while the background check is sent to a third-party vendor to complete a comprehensive background check, and of course this is an effort to keep our girls safe. A couple of notes on the background check. The background check is free to volunteers. Girl Scouts of Western Ohio picks up the cost. The background check is comprehensive. We have a list of offenses that prohibit someone from serving as a leader. If anything comes up on your background check that is questionable, we will be in contact with you. Any volunteer who is in direct contact with the girls should complete a background check and application. Once you've completed your application and background check, you'll receive a welcome letter email from us confirming your appointment as a leader. After you've successfully completed that background and application check, you will need to take a third step, and that is to purchase your Girl Scout membership. The annual membership fee is $15 and makes you a member of our organization. Not only does this membership fee support the national organization and the development of national resources, but it also provides secondary insurance if something should happen during one of your Girl Scout activities. The biggest thing to remember when purchasing your Girl Scout membership online is that you must create a profile, then purchase your membership. Similar to when you purchase an item on Amazon, they ask you to create an online ID, and then you go in and make your purchase. The same applies here. You need to create a profile, then purchase your membership. The key is that if you haven't put in your credit card information, you haven't purchased your membership yet. Of course, if you need a paper form because you want to pay via cash, check, or there's limited access to the Internet, these are available at your local Girl Scout Center. You can download them from our website, or you can get them from the individual who recruited you. This screenshot is an example of what you'll see when you go online to purchase your membership. So the first step to starting your troop is completing that application, background check, and then purchasing your Girl Scout membership. And just like that, you're on to step number 2, accessing your Girl Scout leadership training. As you will note throughout the presentation, our website is full of great resources. That website address, again, is www.girlscoutsofwesternohio.org. One of the items that is on our website is our recommended training. This is available both online and in a paper form. There are 2 trainings that we recommend, and they're accessible via the web address that you see in number 2. From our website, you would go to Volunteer Resources, Volunteer Training, Required Training for Volunteers. There are 2 volunteer training courses that we recommend. The first is Girl Scout Fundamentals. This course provides a great overview of Girl Scouts, including the Girl Scout mission, the Council's goals, and an overview of what makes Girl Scouting special. It's a great introduction to the organization. The second training is age-level training. These courses, which are customized based on the age of the girls you are working with, give you helpful tips on how to manage groups of girls of specific ages, helping you to remember what girls of these ages are going through, what they respond to, and what they're interested in. A couple of items to note regarding the training. If you're working with a multi-age troop, take the age-level course for several age levels, but start with the age level that is most predominant in your group. Second, we recommend that you take these trainings within the first 3 months of becoming a troop leader. Each course will take only about an hour, and this will make your experience much better. And just like that, we're on to number 3, deciding on a troop meeting place and time. Deciding on a troop meeting place and time is a critical step in helping you feel settled in your troop. Deciding this as soon as possible will also ensure maximum participation from your girls. We've listed several places where many troops meet, but you tend to know your community better than anyone. Where do other Girl Scout troops meet? When do they meet? Knowing these can help you narrow in pretty quickly. Troops meet at schools, churches, libraries. They're all appropriate meeting places. We recommend public places that are offering the meeting space for free. Like we said, we want to use history. Select dates and times that have historically worked in your community. Ask the parents. The next step is all about the parent-guardian meeting. This is a perfect topic to pose at that parent-guardian meeting. But know that you cannot please everyone all the time. Finally, if you're struggling to find a location, please ask for help. The individual who recruited you, which is either a Girl Scout staff person or a volunteer recruiter, should be able to help you with meeting locations and times. Finally, page 43 of that Volunteer Essentials book also has great information in terms of meeting places, times, and ideas. Step 4, holding your parent-guardian meeting. This is a critical step as you want to make sure that parents are actively involved in the troop and that mutual expectations are clear. Without parent support, you will get burned out too quickly, so establish up front how you want parents to be involved in the troop. So before you even have that first troop meeting, you want to hold a meeting with just the parents. A couple of things about the parent meeting. Our troop startup guide, one of those materials we referenced early on, includes a comprehensive outline for a parent-guardian meeting on pages 3 through 5. It's critical to have this organizing meeting so that troop leaders can set proper expectations for the parents. Like we said, ideally, this is a meeting that only parents attend, so adults only. If this isn't feasible and the parents must come with their girls, have an activity to keep the girls busy while you talk to the parents. Overall, you want to use this meeting to set expectations for the parents as to what you'll need them to do and what the girls can look forward to. You also want to make some key decisions. You want to confirm your meeting location and time. You want to confirm whether the troop will have dues, and if so, how much. And you want to confirm whether the girls will purchase all the uniform pieces or not. The individual who recruited you can help you to make some of these decisions and recommendations for your troop. At the meeting, you also want to get the parents really, really excited about what the girls are going to do in Girl Scouts. While you don't have to have the year completely mapped out, you can throw out some ideas that you have, reiterating that girls get to make age-appropriate decisions in Girl Scouts. Once the parents are excited, ensure that they know that they're a critical link to making the troop work. So get commitments at that meeting. Get the parents to commit to how they will help the troop. And once they've committed, also have them register. So who's going to be a driver for field trips? Who will be the cookie parent? Who will help at each meeting? Who can provide the snacks? These are all things that parents can help with. Don't make these decisions at the parent meeting too hard. For each decision, pose the options, make a decision, and move on. Again, you'll never be able to please everyone. For most of those adult volunteer positions, the adults will also need to register and go through the application and background check, so make sure that they're doing that as well. Finally, at that parent meeting, you want to get all of your paperwork out of the way. Have all of the paperwork needed there and ready for individuals to sign. This includes any registration forms if girls are not registering online, health history forms, along with payment. So you want to set that expectation up front that parents should come prepared to register their daughters for Girl Scouts. After that very critical parent-guardian meeting, you want to make sure that you connect with your service unit. Service units are a uniquely Girl Scout entity, so we'll answer that question, what in the world is a service unit and how can it benefit you as a new troop leader? So first, what is a service unit? A service unit is an organized community of volunteers that support you as a volunteer. Internalize that for a second. They are volunteers dedicated to supporting other Girl Scout volunteers and girls in their local community. Each service unit is different. Some are very active, others we're building. When in place, however, these individuals are valuable resources for you. What are some of the things that the service unit does? Service units provide opportunities for volunteers to network with one another. For example, many service units hold monthly meetings where leaders can attend and find out anything new going on in the local community. Service units may also plan programs for girls. We have service units that have wonderful events from annual father-daughter dances to extensive summer camps for the girls. All of these are run by volunteers. Our council is divided into 101 service units. Each service unit is identified by a 3-digit number and name. All service unit volunteers are also supported by a staff person from Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. Therefore, if you don't know who your service unit is, please send us an email at customerservice@girlscoutsofwesternohio.org. Let us know your school, and your name, and we'll put you in touch with your service unit. Finally, we want to make sure that you know your program resources. And believe it or not, we're almost through all of our 7 steps. This is where I like to frame everything for individuals as follows. We're going to show you a lot of different resources that you can use to get your troop started. Think of these as a menu of options that the troops can choose from to deliver the Girl Scout program. Don't think of it as a laundry list that needs to be checked off. The great news is that we have an extensive menu to choose from. So the program resources that I'm going to walk through on this page, these help you answer the question, now what on earth do I do with these girls? These are all great idea generators when it comes to what to do with your troop. The options are truly endless. The first that we have on this page is the Girl's Guide to Girl Scouting. This is a binder of program options. It includes Girl Scout traditions and instructions on how to earn various badges. There is a unique binder for each age level. So, for example, the blue one that you see in the picture are for our youngest Girl Scouts, our Daisy Scouts. This is a comprehensive way to deliver the Girl Scout leadership experience, immersing the girls in different badge earning opportunities. The second resource that you have here are the Girl Scout journeys. These work together with the Girl Guides. This is a comprehensive way to deliver the Girl Scout leadership experience, immersing the girls in specific themes. There are 3 journey themes to choose from, with resources customized for each age level. And so, again, 3 themes to choose from, and then within the journey books, there are journey books for each age level. There's a girl journey guide and an adult journey guide, and this will literally take you step by step across different leadership themes. These work together with the girls' guides, and girls can earn badges by going on a Girl Scout journey as well. Finally, there is the Program Opportunities book. This book is a catalog of opportunities for you and your troop to consider. I like to think of this as a catalog of things to choose from, neat opportunities and experiences that the girls can have. Are the girls interested in learning more about cooking? There's an opportunity for that. Or maybe the troop wants to have a little fun at a Girl Scout Halloween party. There is a program for that. I love this book because there's so many unique opportunities for the girls to choose from. This book, again, should have been given to you by the individual who recruited you. It's also available on our website. If you don't have a Program Opportunities book, you can either get in touch with the individual who recruited you, or you can also send us an email at customerservice@girlscoutsofwesternohio.org. Finally, we've been referencing our website in a couple of different ways, and the resources on our website are truly endless. On our website, not only can you register, as we mentioned, find the Troop Startup Guide, the Volunteer Essentials, and the Program Book, but we also have some additional resources. For example, we have sample meeting guides. These meeting planners walk you through step by step for your first 3 troop meetings. These are great resources if you just really do not know where to begin. Second, we have some videos for new troop leaders that reinforce some of the concepts that you'll learn in your initial training. And finally, as we mentioned, we have the Troop Startup Guide. We also have a Girl Scout YouTube channel. So if you have access to the internet and you go to YouTube, you can just type in Girl Scouts or Girl Scout songs, and you can see videos of people singing Girl Scout songs if you don't know any of them. Finally, we haven't mentioned the Girl Scout staff. And so while we've mentioned the support that your service unit can provide, we also have staff members who support you in your communities as well. So if you haven't received a phone call from your staff person or you don't know who your service unit is, again, contact us at customerservice@girlscoutsofwesternohio.org. Finally, the last step in setting up your troop is your troop bank account. This step represents another very unique aspect of Girl Scouting. The idea is that after the initial outlay of money for dues, that the troop can raise money and become a self-sustaining entity, that the troop raises money and then is able to use those proceeds to pay for key activities. The girls in the troop get to decide what they will do with the money they raise. The primary way that troops raise money is via our Hallmark cookie sale. We also have a fall product sale as well. But to participate in these sales, you must set up a bank account, and that's why we have it here as part of the troop startup. All of the information and all the forms that you need to start your troop bank account are contained in the troop startup guide. In order to start your troop bank account, 2 approved volunteers must go to the Girl Scouts of Western Ohio's partner banks, and we've listed them on this slide. You want to take the 4 items that are listed here, including that official appointment letter that we have sent to you from Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. All of these forms are included on our website, and the links are directly from the Troop Startup Guide. 2 individuals will have to go, as there need to be 2 signers on that bank account. And please note that the banks will require original signatures. One signer will hold a debit card and the checkbook, while the other has access to the statements and online banking. So if you join us on Tuesday from noon to 1, we'll be able to answer any questions that you might have in starting up your troop. Once again, we just want to say thank you, a huge, huge thank you. Without volunteers like you, the Girl Scout movement would not exist. So thank you for the time that you've taken to watch this video, and we also hope to hear from you on one of our future webinars on Tuesdays from noon to 1 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us.